Hello and welcome. Today I bring you another quick loot video on 10 hours of Dark Beasts. So several years ago, I actually killed over 1 million Dark Beasts on the journey to 5.4 bill, obtaining the max prestige in the process, and I thought it was time to revisit the content after several nerfs to their drop table, and with Necromancy coming out, wanted to see how this method still is in regards to combat XP and loot. Back in my day, 900 to 1k kills was anywhere from 9 to 13 mil profit an hour, but then in November of last year, they reduced all the herb drops from their drop table, substantially nerfing their GP per kill. So let's see how it is now. Here's my ending preset. Bone Crusher and the necklace is what makes this super AFK. Would like to highlight the importance of scavenging as a perk on your gear whenever you're killing hundreds of monsters an hour, as it saves you hundreds of mils, sometimes even bills in perk costs, depending on when you started using it. I tried several different methods, switching location, switching out spell, canon versus no canon, different familiars, and the method I found to be the most profitable was Temple of Light area in the area with a huge cluster. I did try the wilderness for several hours, and it was a really solid second option. If you want wilderness brawlers, it's probably better, but I found Temple of Light to be around 10 to 15% more kills an hour. In my test, if your goal is solely GP, do not use a cannon. The cannon does not increase the amount of kills enough to justify the cost right now. Just use aggro potions or even move in and out of the area every time they drop aggro because they are naturally aggressive. But cannonballs are just so expensive right now, it's just not worth it. Also, something I didn't personally do but would recommend is if you're using magic, just use Air Surge. It'll save you around 250k if you're using Exsanguinate like me, and I don't think it'll make very much of a difference. I would just use Air Surge. I only used Mage during the 10 hours, but Range is a solid option, and then Melee is also viable, but it's the worst out of all of them due to how spread out they are. The normal drops of Dark Beasts is what actually makes it pretty good money and pretty consistent. Specifically their coins and alchables, but they also do have the rare drop of the Dark Bow, which is a popular Essence of Finality special attack weapon, and a solid shield switch for range, and that goes for around 1 to 1.5 mil depending on the time. Also, if you like these types of videos, make sure to like and subscribe for more money making methods. Now, let's get into the results. So over the 10 hours, I killed a total of 9,000 Dark Beasts. I started at 657 kills and ended at 9,723 kills. Some hours I got as low as 800 kills an hour, and some I got up to nearly 1.1k when I was using a cannon. But Temple of Light without a cannon and aggro pods is consistently 900 plus kills an hour, and what I would personally recommend. The raw loot price checked at 42.3 mil with over 34 mil from coin drops and alchables inside my coin pouch. The 9 dark bows and the herbs are the main callouts here in the raw drops. After selling all the loot, the final price check was 75 mil, 285,000 in 10 hours, which would put Dark Beasts at around 8.3k a kill, which you could plug in your own kills an hour to calculate your own GP an hour. I did spend a bit in upkeep, around 10 mil in total from gear upkeep and supplies, which isn't too bad, but a heavy hitter was trying out the cannon for 2 hours. Adds an additional 11 mil in cost as Dark Beasts use cannonballs at an extremely high rate, and they are chilling at nearly 1k a pop at the moment, and it really does add up. But the total profit that I had in the 10 hours was only about 54.285 mil. On the experience side, with all the combat XP rates changing here with Necromancy release, I can't use the rates I had, but at 900 kills an hour with the new experience rates per kill that we are getting, it should be just shy of 400k XP an hour. But comparing that to the 785k XP an hour I got while recording this, it's a pretty big nerf. They are still a really solid option for invention training as well. I got nearly 4 million invention XP over the 10 hours without disassembling anything, and one of the best spots to level up a salamander early on for invention. And a note on charms, I got about 170 blues and 80 crims an hour, which isn't bad rate for blues, but nothing to brag about. Now, let's compare it to other money-making methods. So, with an ideal setup without a cannon and based on my testing so far, at 900 kills an hour will result in 7.5 mil an hour roughly in drops, which is probably looking to 7 mil an hour in profit with gear upkeep and supplies using tier 70 gear with the best weapon you have. Making it an okay option, currently the 6th best that I've kept track of, and the second best AFK method I currently have. But I have many more in the works, and it just gets an alright vote from me. Nothing compared to what it used to be, though.